Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Innocence. I'm starting in the bottom right position playing as the Allies. And just a standard start, I'm going to be just producing an ore refinery, go war factory and then another ore refinery. What I need to make sure I do at the start though is there's a player who's in front of me and he's sort of like almost in the middle of the map. And you do need to send infantry to him first, just to give him a bit of support, because he could get infantry rust potentially from the players to the left. And then I'm getting my first ore refinery down and going straight on to building a war factory. And we're also bringing some infantry along the bottom. Now the position I'm starting in on the map is quite good because it's got like a good three good ore patches, and you can see in the middle there orange is having to defend from some red infantry, and I'm just sending my pink infantry up a little bit, just in case he does go for that middle player. I don't know what his intentions are at the moment. And we're going to go for our second war factory and two ore trucks, and that's because it's an ore only map, so we do need to set up the economy a little bit better than maybe we would if there were gems involved. And I'm just trying to get these infantry around and just get a bit of scouting done. Now what I've noticed is red does have like a lot of infantry just at that point there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bring these infantry. Yeah, you can see he's blocking that point and he thinks he's safe. So, but if I bring my infantry round the bottom way and go up here, then he's not guarding that. So it looks like I might be able to get some visibility on his base. And now I'm going on to build my second war factory, just to get that increased building speed. And there you can see his ore truck and his ore refinery. So we're just getting a bit of an idea of what's in his base, what he might be planning. Does he have like many tanks, things like that. And you can see him bringing those infantry out. And now he's chasing me a bit. We can see he's getting his first heavy tank out. And those infantry are going to die, but we do have a bit of visibility. We do have some idea what he's doing. Now we're going to have a look at the top of the map and what happened there earlier on. So we can see with the start from blue, they've got two barracks. And what that means is they're potentially going to be going for an infantry rush. I think that's the only reason you'd get two barracks early on in the game. And he's doing a sensible thing here of sending infantry out before he does the rush. And you can see there B-Dizzle with his infantry. He was going along the top as well. And you can see Blue's also bringing three across the top and three across the middle. And he's going to get some good visibility there. And you can see the mass of infantry. And we can also see the yellow teammate. Now, just having a look at B-Dizzle's view. And what we can see is he's done some scouting at the top, but he's done none across the middle, so you can't see these blue infantry coming, and that's a really bad for him because it just shows how important scouting is. Because if he'd scouted, he's only seen it now. If he'd scouted, he would have seen it a lot earlier and may be able to do some preparations for it. And you can go see they're going to get that ore refinery, and you can see those yellow infantry coming in as well. So he's got that ore refinery down. Now they're getting that power plant, and now they're going to go for the construction yard. And you can see they've just stopped, killed the infantry first, and now they're going to go for the construction yard, which is going to go down. And that's B-Dizzle like out of the game mainly because he has no construction yard. All he can do now is build infantry, and I guess he had a war factory here, but we'll have to see, is the war factory going to go down? It looks like it probably will, and yes it does. So you can see Blue's lost a few infantry, yes, so he's going to have a hampered start, but Cyan is pretty much, isn't going to play much of a role in this game. I've just seen he's got a money box there, quite ironic really, considering the position he's in, but he'll be able to build a few infantry and maybe do a bit of damage. Now what we're going to have a look at now is we're going to have a look at what Pillbox was doing a few moments earlier. So we can see Pillbox has got his APC, and we can see he's loading it with engineers, so he's going for an engineer rush. And now it's setting off, and he looks to be going up to the top of the map, and this was about the point where I was scouting Red's base. And let's see what he can do. Now he's going up to the top of that map. You can see Yellow's noticed him with me, I think. And yeah, he's being chased by Yellow, but they're not going to be quick enough. And he's going for the ore refinery, and it's his now. And yeah, that ore refinery is going to go down. So yeah, he's done a good job, because that'll obviously hamper Blue's economy. And Blue's economy is not exactly strong or in a good position, because he built all his infantry at the start, and you can see he's actually had to sell his war factory and a barracks in order to afford another ore refinery. So that's really bad for Blue, and it's going to delay him a lot. So we're going to go back to the game view now and see what's going on at my end. So you can see I've got my double war factory out, and I'm starting to build medium tanks. And I'm going for another ore refinery, because I'm just going to strengthen my economy and use that third ore patch, the one that's above my base. And you can see it's now that I realise that B-Dizzle is out of the game. Well, pretty much, because he hasn't got any more. He can't build any more buildings, and he's lost his war factories and ore refineries. He's just got some infantry that he can build. And now we're going for the attack on green, so we'll have to see how strong green is here. You can see purple also coming in with heavy tanks. And yeah, I'm just getting that ore patch down, and now we're going to try and push in a little bit further. And we'll have to see what's going on here in green's base. And he's building medium tanks also. And we'll have to see what we're going for. He's got a pillbox out there. What we're going to go for, though, is going to be that construction yard. And you can see him trying to move it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take out some of the other buildings. You can see that purple, my teammate, is taking out the war factory just above. And at the moment, we're looking like we're doing all right. And I'm just going to take out those green tanks, not let them build up. But you can see that red has come into the base, and he's helping green right now. And this is bad, because red does have a large number of tanks. But what we're doing, we've got green's construction yard, and it looks like it's going to go... Is it going to go down? Yes, it is. And now we're going to go up to the top of the map, further up, and we can see red's base is just there. So we've obviously caused green a lot of hassle there, and he's not got a construction yard. He's only got one war factory, so hopefully we'll be able to do something here. But you can see the problem is red does have a large number of tanks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pull back at this point, because my teammate Pillbox is needing a bit of help. So I'm going to go into his base. We can see yellow all over it at the moment. Pillbox has got some pillboxes down, but he hasn't got any tanks. So we're sending our tanks in there, and hopefully we're going to clear those up. And it looks like that war factory is going to go down, unfortunately. So that puts Pillbox in a little bit of a difficult position. But we are able to wipe those light tanks up. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be okay for the time being. But we can see that red is in the middle of the map now, and this is going to be quite bad, because he's going down for purple, and purple doesn't have much to defend with, because he's being preoccupied a bit with green. So what we're going to do, because you can see red's actually going into his base, we're going to go across the top, and we're going to try and bulldoze over red's base. So let's see how this goes now. We've got a couple of power plants down, and now we're going to go for, you can see yellow getting the money box there, and now we're going for the ore refineries. Let's see if we can get that down. And another war factory, and you can see we're just taking out as many buildings as we can. And now I'm getting my radar dome up now, so I get a bit more visibility on other parts of the map. And we'll just have a look here. We're trying to get that other war factory down, but we can see he's got a Tesla there, and we can see that red is coming back to his base, and this isn't good for us. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and chase down that MCV and see if we can get the kill on it. But you can see it's getting away, and I'm losing a lot of tanks, but it looks like it's going to go down, and it does. So we've done a bit of damage to red's base, but essentially he's still got 2 war factories, he's still got 2 ore refineries, so he's going to still be producing. And it looks like red and yellow do have a lot of tanks between them. So this is putting us in a tricky position now, because we've lost a lot of tanks and we don't quite have the numbers. We can see that Pillbox is going for the blue team in the top middle position, but we can see here yellow and red coming together, and they do have a mighty army. And yeah, I just don't have enough to defend here, so hopefully I'm going to need some support. But I know purple's been hurt, obviously, from that attack from red earlier. He's got some heavy tanks, though, that are coming in now, just bringing whatever he can. And we can see that yellow looks like, well, he looked like he was going to go for Pillbox's base there, but now he's sort of refocused on this position here, held by purple, and you can just see there's just a massive number of tanks there, and I'm doing whatever I can just to delay them and try and give my teammates time to build up some tank numbers, mainly Pillbox, because but we'll have to see because his base was damaged earlier, and you can see they're starting to be able to push down. They're going to destroy that ore refinery, it looks like. Although we are able to build up a few medium tanks. The problem is we just don't have enough, and once you get like this onslaught, they've got much more tanks than us, so they'll be able to kill our tanks a lot easier. And you can see that there's nothing purple can do at the moment. He's just watching his base disintegrate. But we can see that Pillbox is just above us, and he's just doing a bit of damage at the top, so we'll have to see what he's going to be able to do. And is he going to be able to bring an attack on Red's base? That's the question as well. But you can see here it's not looking good for me at all. We've got yellow and green, and we've got red just behind, who seems to be taking care of the tanks of Pillbox. And I think pretty much it looks like we're going to be wiped here. Because I just don't have the tank numbers. They've got too many, and I'm being forced back to my base, and we can see now Pillbox is losing his base as well. So that was quite a hectic game. It was quite tricky for us because we did lose a person early on, and also purple didn't know the map, so he possibly got some bad bad ore refinery placement decisions going into this. I mean, it's quite tough to know what I should have done, really. I mean, I obviously could have, maybe when I attacked Red's base, maybe if I'd just focused on ore refineries, maybe that would have changed things a little bit, but that's hindsight for you. They played well, the other team. They got some good moves in. Obviously, Red has a massive number of tanks. Yellow's helped with the infantry rush early on, and has got a massive number of tanks now. So sometimes that's the way it goes. So well played to the other team here. They did well, and you can just see Pillbox now losing his last 2 buildings, and that is good game. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.